Hello once again on Oceanborn. On the left upper corner in the blue color suit playing Zerg we have Curse, and on the right bottom corner on the red suit we have Fish, Captainfisch. Mr. Captainfisch is pretty much this is same position as Curse had the game versus Rocky. Curse has won, I believe, 2 elimination matches from the bottom bracket. This is kind of, I believe this is semi-finals, right? So whoever wins goes to the finals and whoever loses is third. I guess that's the case, or no fights for third or whatever. That's the situation where we are at the moment. This is losers bracket final. Thank you very much, Rocky. So what's the openings? Curse goes for 15 pool and 15-15. So this looks like 15-15-15 opening. Winner plays Seraph. We'll see who does. Meanwhile, our Terran player Captainfisch is opening standard. He has the SCV scouting and he's sending another SCV for this. So the same aggressive thing Curse did versus Rocky could actually have been working again. Only this time Curse opened 15-15-15 and doing completely different things in life. The second overlord is traveling here to scout, first overlord is here. SCV scouts out the natural and patrols the third. Terran player meanwhile is opening factory. The next building, and there is Marine on the way. I believe there is a Reaper already on the way. Can we follow it? Yes, we can. Let's see how much damage it can do. Oh, nice saving of drones there. Spine crawler and 2 gases. There is a reactor being built meanwhile next to the barracks at the home base of Captainfisch. 100 minerals, yes. Drone is being sacrificed. Didn't manage to save this one. So adventures of Reaper continues. Their queen is sent out and Captainfisch actually is going for third base. And he switched up the barracks with the factory and going for Hellions. Meanwhile, Curse is expanding a third, taking the third here in another position, because this is just protected by Reaper and SCV, and going for link speed. Queen tries to get rid of Reaper unsuccessfully. There's still 1 gas mining. Meanwhile, Captain goes for its 1-1-1 opening, it's Starport, and there's Tech Lab starting on barracks. So this is similar thing to the Rocky was having in plan. Only 2 Hellions here. There's Baneling Nest coming up, and there is 1 more hatchery here. Building up. There are spore crawlers, building I believe 1, yeah, and another one in the natural, probably will be another one there. Captain finds the third base of Zerg player. Meanwhile he has produced 4 more Hellions and 1 Banshee. This looks very similar to the Rocky games. Going lair. Bane speed, could be Muta once again. Could not, we'll see. There are Banes morphing in, Lings. We saw this catch already once today. Lings surrounded the Hellions and Banes finished them off. This time Fish kites it out. Also there is no third base over here, so it's easier to kite out, I believe, here. And Curse starts to drone the third base up. Meanwhile, Captainfisch is going for the invisibility of Banshees, cloaking and the steam packs, building tech lab to his factory, 2 more racks, starting to wall off his natural, third is done. Now it's 8 Hellions versus this army. Yeah, unfortunately most of them go down. Like 7 Hellions versus for 2 drones is not really a happy thing. There's full saturation of 2 bases. This Hellion is running for its life. There comes the Lynx, scouts out there is no third and morphs in, so there will be a Bane bust. Meanwhile, Banshees are kind of sent out, or 1 Banshee that is, I don't know how many he has. There is another one. There is the 1 Banshee harassing the main base of Zerg player. The other one is trying to protect against this one. Tank is not sieged, so the Banes didn't get through. 2 SCVs, 5 SCVs down. Lings get on the siege tank. Siege tank is down. Lings are killing the SCVs. It's 11 SCVs down. 12. 13. What the Banshee? Banshee is trying to harass the 4th base, but that's no use. The Lings are just ravaging through this. 16 SCVs down. He saw the... Yeah. This one he saw, yes. Cap did see this base. He was trying to do something with 8 Hellions, but unfortunately they were caught out. Meanwhile, Curse is on Hydra, then already getting Hydra upgrades. Bane speed is done. No upgrades, still 4 units, so no +1, no +1. Only the speeds and the ranges. Meanwhile, Terran player is going for +1/+1 on his troops and finally sieging a siege tank where it should be. There was a pesky changeling blocking or not blocking, just standing here in the base, and 1 medivac full of 8 marines is sent out. Curse is having 5 Hydras, 6 more joining in. Speed of Overlords also is made. There are 2 spores coming in. Banshees will kill off this spore crawler for sure. And loses the Hydra then. There, the Hydralisk, but Marines get caught out. What the Banshees are doing? Sitting in corner. Okay. So what's the situation? Curse has 3 fully mining bases. He's saturating the 4th. Captainfisch is on his 3rd, or he's starting to saturate his 3rd. There is a lot of energy in the main command's orbital command. Finally 2 Evo chambers is being built. Queen gets a Banshee down. 3 more drones though did go down. Not a big loss, since our Zerg player is quite a bit in front of Terran right now. 77 workers to 48. Army is also bigger. Only advantage Terran now has is +1/+1. He has 3 siege tanks, so technically he could push, but Curse, the Zerg player, is already coming with his push. There's a lot of banelings, a lot of links. He will try to bust a wall into the natural. Yes, he did bust a hole in the wall, but he lost his links to the marines and siege tanks here. Wall is being fixed. So that was quite efficient trade for our Terran player here, although Curse, the Zerg player, still is in front. There is a 5th base going down for our Zerg player. Terran player sends out 2 medivacs. And the Zerg player goes where his 2 Evos here. He's going for +1 ranged and +1 armor. There are Banes morphed. The army supply is in favor of the Zerg player, definitely. One medivac was lost, unfortunately. Yeah, there is Banshee and that kind of. There is the Overload Speed. +2 weapons is started for our Terran player. No +2 armor. There are for siege tanks. And 2 more are in production. Captainfisch, Terran player goes for... That's 7 racks. No, that's 5 + 3, that's 8. 8 racks, probably going for 9, no? So this has turned into quite a macro game. Curse is splitting up his troops already in 2 parts. So Captainfisch has a trouble. There are infestors with fungals already, getting ready to counter drops. The drop that is 1 exactly. There are 6 siege tanks sieged, 1 siege tank unsieged here. Zerg has finished his hive, he's going for lurker. He has lurker, then he's going for lurker range. +2, +2 range, +2 armor, and adrenal glands for Link's attack speed. He is splitting army indeed in two halves and going to go check if there is a 4th base. There is no 4th base for our Terran player. Terran is just sitting, starting +2 armor rolling now, +1 vehicle weapons. There are Ghost Academy. Zerg goes for 2 Vipers. He checks out the 4th, there is no 4th. He checks out the 4th, there is no 4th. Technically, Zerg player has achieved his like 80 needed workers. There are 2 medivacs sent to the left side of the map. And he loses both of them. Captain is definitely behind, I agree. Raki, definitely there is a 6th base coming up. The upgrade wise, pretty much, yeah, Curse can do whatever he wants to do. He can make all the tech buildings, all the upgrades and everything. There's the 4th base being landed. There's already creep here, so Captain sends it to be cleared, but there is army of Curse already awaiting those Marines. Marines have +2 attack, +1 armor. There are 2 ghosts, 10 more hydras, 2 Niduses are being built. There is Overseer behind. There is also missile turret being built. So Nidus could land here if we wanted to. This command center will be turned into planetary. Blinding cloud here, very nice move. And this army pretty much is lost, but meanwhile there is another army coming up, but it's being met by like, how many that is, like 9 siege tanks? It's like 5, 6, 7, 8 siege tanks just running after the army right now. Well, they are being sieged too late. The army is oversteamed definitely. So it could be 1 fungal or whatever. It's +3/+3 started, but there is the Nidus network. If this SCV were standing here, it would be troublesome. What does Mr. Curse have in his Nidus? It looks like lurkers. There are lurkers here. Siege tanks are attacking the 5th and 4th base of our Zerg player. There are like, how many lurkers that is? That was like 6 lurkers, yeah? Yeah, 7 lurkers coming out. There is another fight in front. Hydras, Lynx trying to get rid of the army. 5 siege tanks left. 2 ghosts. Lurkers are recalled back. Lynx are getting rid of siege tanks. There is 2 more siege tanks. I don't know what this means, but I believe that's something Swedish. 4 lurkers are still ravaging on the main base of Captainfisch. He lost the main base pretty much in the worker wise. Upgrades are still going. Could be finishing +3/+3. GG's called. Mr. Curse wins one more. So that's interesting.